You open Claude today, you type a prompt, you got something, maybe it was decent, maybe you copy pasted it, change three words and call it done. Here's the thing nobody talking about. 91% of the marketer now using AI every single day, but only 41% can actually prove that it's working. That means more than half the people using Claude for their businesses, they are just burning time and money with nothing to show for it. I spent weeks going through this research, talking to the freelancers, agency owners, content creator, people just like you, and I found 8 specific problems that are silently killing your AI workflows. And today I am giving you the fix for every single one. So be tuned. So the gap, what? Okay, so let's talk number because they stop no cold. Means these stopped no me cold. The AI market is sitting at $64.6 billion in 2026. That is not a typo. 64.6 billion. And yet, despite all that money, all that adaptation, only 41% of the marketer can prove ROI. Last year it was 49%. It is going down. And you know what that tells me? People are using Claude like a fancy Google search and they are not using it like a marketing machine. But here's the thing, and this is why I made this video. The gap is not the tool, the gap is how you using it, and that is completely visible. By the end of this video, you are going to know exactly what you are doing wrong and exactly how to fix it. Let's get into it. Here are the 8 problems I am going to go through every single one. Number 1, generic AI output. You ask Claude something. You get me something that sounds like every other AI response on the internet. Number 2, brand voice breaks at scale. You write 10 pieces of content and they all sound like they came from the 10 different peoples. Number 3, can't prove ROI. Your boss or your client asks, is this AI things working? And you just hope. Number 4, uses limit, killing your momentum right when you are in the zone. Number 5, no images or video generation, which feels like a massive gap when visuals are half the job. Number 6, integration complexity, and you are still copy pasting between Claude and your CRM like it's 2018. Number 7, the skill and training gap. Turns out only 70% of the marketers have actually been trained on AI tools properly. And number 8, your brand is completely invisible to Claude itself. Nobody is thinking or talking about this one, and it is a big deal. So let's fix all of it starting from right now. So generic AI output. What is this? Okay, raise your hand if this have happened to you. You open Claude, you type write me a LinkedIn post about my new service, and what you get, it's back technically fine, but it makes sense. It has emojis in the right places, but it sounds like literally every other AI post flooding your feed. Here's is what is actually happening. When you start a fresh chat with zero context, Claude has no idea who you are, what your brand sounds like, who your audience is, and it is working completely blind, and a blind AI gives you generic output. Okay, so this fix is what? Just you have to create a Claude project. How you will create? Go to Claude and their option is available, Claude project. Click there and give your brand guide, your top performing 10 posts, and your tone, how you are saying. Then now every single conversation inside that project starts with your brand baked in. Claude knows your voice and before you type a single word. So now here's his problem too, and this one hits agencies and team especially hard. You have 5 people on your content team. They are all using Claude and they are all using different prompt, different instruction, different version of your brand guideline. Some of them have the old version and some of them they are on scratch. The result, your brand sounds like 5 different companies. The fix is simple. One master file, call it brandvoice.mb. It has a version number, a chain log, a one person in designated to the prompt owner, and their job is to update it and make sure everyone is using the same version. The single change turns a chaotic content team into a consistent content machine. Let me show you something that should conquer every marketer in 2026. Marketer who can prove AI ROI went from 49% to 41% in the last year. Adaptation went up, results went down, and that is the opposite of what should be happening. Here is why that matters for your personally. If you cannot prove that your AI investment is working or not, you will lose your money, your budget, or your client faith, and your boss will cut that too. So here is exactly how you build the before and after measurement system. It takes about 30 minutes to set up and it will save your forever. So week one, what you will do before you even use Claude, record how long task takes. Write a blog, time it, draft file, then time it. This is your baseline. Week two, the same tasks you do with Claude. Write 5 emails. What? Write 5 emails, draft 5 emails, record your long task, and then now measure time before and after. Then you do the math. Time saved time means your hourly rate equals to monthly value, and that is your ROI. And that is what you show your client, your boss, and your investor. This is how you go from I think Claude is helping to Claude saved my 11 hours last month and which worth $1,200 at my rate. That is the number nobody argue with. So you are in the zone, you are writing, you are creating, you are on a roll, and the cloud slows down or stops, and your entire momentum is done or gone. Here is what most people do not realize. One massive complex prompt can burn through a significant chunk of your pro plans allowances in a single shot. The fix is simple. Break big tasks into smaller prompt. Do not write create me a complete content strategy with 10 blog posts and 30 social captions. Break that into parts, one task at a time. Also, and this is the move, load your brand guide once via your project instead of pasting it into every single chat. That alone can save you a huge amount of token over a week. Schedule your heavy lifting at the start, means at the fresh usage. Do your bigger tasks first and let last task lighter tasks at last. Okay, Claude is text only, no images, no video, full stop. And if you marketing, visual is most important. Then what should you do? So what should you do? So see, here is the reframe. Claude is not an image tool. Claude is a creative director. Here is the workflow you can Claude to what you can do. Claude to write the caption, the concept, the script, the strategy, and then you take that output and hand it to the Canva AI or Midjourney to turn it into a visual. And the really powerful move, you use Zapier or N8N to automate the handoff, so you do not even have to copy paste the text from Cloudflow automatically into your visual type. So two tools, one pipeline, zero friction. So I want you to imagine something. A new lead files our out your contact form without you touching anything. Claude writes a personalized follow-up email based on your answer and it sends via Gmail automatically. That is not science fiction, brother. That is automation you can build today with no coding required. Right now, most marketers are still copy pasting between Claude and the CRM, their email tool, and their content calendar. That is our every week that just disappear. Zapier lets you connect Claude to Gmail, HubSpot, Notion, Airtable, all of it, and without writing a single line of code. Just that one automation I just described, and watch what happened to your week. If you want more powerful, N8N is where you go for full contact pipeline automation. It takes a bit more setups, but this result are you completely handoffs, means complete content system. And then there are a MCP connector which let you like link Claude directly to your Google Ads, Meta Ads, real campaign data analysis you can do, real time, everything you can do. Start with one automation, just one, means was one. The form fill to follow up email. Get that working, then build the other. Okay, this one might sting a little, but I am telling you this because I want you to actually win. Only 17% of the marketing professional have received detailed AI training. 17%. That means 83% of the people using Claude every day are basically figuring it out as they go. And figuring it out as you go means month of mediocre results. Here is what 2 focused hours of learning will get you. Number one, Claude project. This is Persistent context, it remembers your brand, your tone, your client instructions across every conversation. Stop starting from zero. Number two, skills, which are these simple markdown file that tell Claude exactly how to do specific tasks, not just what to write, but how to think about the task. Number three, prompt structure, four part: context first, who are you and what is the situation, then the task, what exactly do you need, then constraint, what you do not want, then format, how you want it to deliver. This structure alone will transform your output. Number four, the four-step workflow: research, draft, review, edit. Research, draft, review, edit. Claude handles draft, you handle review and edit, and that is the human AI partnership that actually works. 2 hours of intentional learning, that is the investment that makes the next 2 years actually pays off. Okay, I saved this one for last because I think it is the most underrated problem in AI marketing right now. Here is the scenario: your customer is using Claude to research product in your niche. That type something like, what is the best email marketing tool for e-commerce, or which agency should I hire for content creation, and Claude recommend you competitors. Even though you rank on page 1 of Google, even though you have hundreds of 5-star review, even though you have been in business for 8 years, brands that dominate Google are completely invisible in Claude recommendation. Because SEO and AI visibility are two completely different games, and most brands are only playing one of them. So here is how you get Claude to know your brand. 4 moves. 1. Earn best of mention. Get featured in comparison articles in your niche. When someone writes the best 10 tools for X, you need to be on means one of that. 2. Structure review. Get your customer to leave review on G2, Capterra and Reddit that use the exact same language you use to describe your product. Consistency of the language across platform builds AI recognition. 3. Decision stage content. Publish content that directly answer the question buyers ask before they buy, not awareness content. Decision content. What? Decision content. 4. Add LLMs text to your website. This is a simple file that tells AI models how to understand and index your content. If you do not have this, you are essentially invisible to the next generation of search. This is called AI SEO, and it is brand new. So which means if you move now, you get there before your competitor do. So your 30-day plan. What? All right, you just got 8 problems and 8 solutions, and I know what you might be thinking. This is a lot. Where do I even start? Here is your 30-day roadmap. 3 phases, one at a time. Phase 1, week 1 and 2, foundation. Set up your Claude project, build your brand voice file, log in your prompt structure. This fixes problem 1 and 7. Do not skip the phase. Everything else build on it. Phase 2, week 3, measurement. Build your tracking dashboard. Start recording time before and after Claude. Create your ROI report. This is how you prove the investment is working. Phase 3, week 4, integration. Connect Claude to your existing tool like Zapier, Mac.com, N8N. Build that first automation. Start making your workflow run without you. Foundation first, measurement second, integration third. So most people who use Claude are getting 10% of what it can do. After implementing just 3 of these fixes, you could realistically get up to 60 to 70 to 80% of raise. The gap is not the AI, the gap is the system around the AI. So now here is what I need you to do in the next 5 minutes. If any of these 8 problems felt like you were looking in a mirror, then drop the number in the comment. Type 1, type 4, type 8, whichever it had hardest you. I read every single one. If you want me to go deep on any specific fix, a full tutorial, a live walkthrough, or an actual template, you can still subscribe and turn on notification because that content is coming. And if you want to work with me directly on building your Claude marketing system, the link is in the description. Let's build something together, brother. I will see you in the next video. For that, bye.